Hello? Wow. Hello? Hello, Mr. Atwell?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Sarah.
I'm Jax.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Have a seat.
Hi, thanks. So, like I said on the phone, I brought you some information about the Verde Hot Springs Resort.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. My grandparents used to own it, and you know, it used to be this luxury destination back in the day, and there was a terrible fire, and no one knows what happened.
Yeah, there is not a lot of information at all. I mean, it's very conflicting. I mean, you don't even know, fire did happen in 1958, it happened in 1962.
Who knows? It's kind of urgent for me because I think that there's like a 99-year lease that's up, so someone else might get the property, and I'm just trying to piece together some information about my family history, you know.
I mean, obviously, this is something I really enjoy doing. I enjoy, getting my boots on the ground and helping my clients solve the issues that they have so they can move forward. And this kind of seems like that's what's going on with you.
I know, I keep going through the internet trying to find pictures and photos and videos, and
It's not a lot at all.
no, it's like after the fire, everything just disappeared.
This type of thing, I can't guarantee what's going to be out there.
I would love to go out there myself, but I can't. I have a small child and I get lost. I have a really tiny car and I heard it's really rough, and I don't think I could make it myself.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the satellite maps, it looks pretty treacherous.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have basically just a ton of question marks here. What occurred out there? It's history just being forgotten. I'll tell you what, I'll take the case.
That's great.
So when I get out there, I'll document what I can, take digital photos and video, and can't guarantee what I'm going to find, but we won't know till we try. I'm Jax Atwell of Atwell Investigations. My job is to solve my clients' issues and resolve their mysteries. Where do I travel to next? You tell me. This is Journey with Jax. My investigations led me to a former employee at the Verde Hot Springs. I'm really hoping that Sally Mae can confirm some of my research.
Jax?
Yeah, hi.
It's nice to meet you. Come on in.
Well, Sally Mae, thanks for talking with me.
No
Can
problem.
you tell me a little about the hot springs?
It was a two-story building, and it was very rustic. It had 20 rooms and 3 cabins, and the weather was so great that it was busy all the time.
When exactly did you work there?
I was hired as a maid in 1952, and Sarah's grandparents were very good to us. They treated us well, they paid us well, and we all knew what happened at the resort stayed at the resort.
Okay, Sally, I'm really curious about this. So it's rumored that back in the Prohibition days, there was a lot of suspicious activity. You know about that at all?
It was a hot spot. There was gambling, ladies of the night. We had a lot of celebrities that came and went along with our regular clientele. And it was a fun place. Everybody had a good time.
Wow. Okay, so I'm really confused about this part. There's reports that say that the fire occurred in 1958, and some say 1962. Do you know which one it was?
I heard the rumors too, and I don't understand why, because it was Christmas Day, 62.
You don't know how it burned down?
You know, there was a lot of speculation. They talked about arson and previous owners that had had some issues. There was also one employee that they let go that could have come back, that he was pretty resentful. And then, it could have been law enforcement. Yeah, I believe that could have happened.
Wow. I'm headed out there. Do you think I'm going to find anything? You think there's anything left?
If you go out there and dig around a little bit, you might find something. If you have a metal detector, you stand a better chance. But I remember Sarah's mom playing around a tall palm tree. It was the tallest one out there. So you might look around in that area, because that was her playground there. If you do find something, I'd really like to meet with you again. And if you take any pictures, that would be great. I'd love to see them.
I absolutely will. You've been an amazing help for my investigation. I appreciate it.
No problem. I hope to meet with you again.
Yeah. It was great meeting Sally Mae face to face. Cases like this, you can't get into the databases and get into the information. You've got to meet the people that are actually there and remember it. Now on to the rest of the journey. All right, so I've narrowed this investigation down to 3 main objectives. First, I'll take digital photographs of anything that's left of the hotel and the surrounding area. Second, I'm going to look for remnants of the hotel and anything that might explain the fire. And third, Sarah had mentioned there was a hideaway her mom used to play near a palm tree. I'm going to head over there and see if I can find anything. So about 3 hours from the city of Phoenix in Arizona, headed out to an area called Verde River or Fossil Creek, depending on what map you're looking at. We're looking for a place called the Verde Hot Springs Resort. In 1928, there was 4 gentlemen that procured themselves a nice lease from the U.S. Forest Service. Their goal was to have about a 5-acre resort for hunting and fishing. The interesting part about it, though, is a lot more went on than hunting and fishing. A little more like gambling and girls and a nice hideout. There's going to be a pretty decent sized river that we've got to cross to get out there. Not quite sure about that. We've had a couple recent rains, so I'm not sure how high it's going to be or how cold. Right now we're still under 30 degrees, so that water is going to be pretty chilly. It's important as a private investigator to always be prepared, always making sure that I'm armed and have all my resources with me, including all my survival gear. We're in an area with a lot of mountain lions, lots of coyote. Not quite sure what other predators we have out here, but you always got to be prepared. So when I talked to Sarah, she only mentioned her connection with the hotel, but with a little bit of information I found, this power plant is pretty amazing. It's called the Childs Irving Power Plant, built in the early 1900s by the Arizona Electric Company, now known as APS. Well, Sarah had mentioned the Verde Hot Springs Resort. I knew the Childs Power Plant was in this location. Everything had to be brought in here by burros. Can you imagine that? Well, this is crazy. I gotta check out what's inside this outflow tunnel. The great mining town of Jerome here in Arizona got all of its power from this place. 20,000 gallons of water per minute flow through here. But we're not here for this. Time to get going. Look at this beautiful river. Well, this is part of the job. I've got to be over there, so I've got to cross here. Coming? Well, this is what I was afraid of. This is what's left of the resort. All this was made with river rock and cement and timbers that were long since burned. I'm wondering, because most of it's crumbled, and this is a large chunk here. Everything around is all very crumbled, so I'm thinking that maybe the cement mix might have been affected by the heat of the fire. So a lot of it isn't together. Not a lot here, other than the big retaining wall. Maybe this was irrigation they had, or possibly wastewater that came out of there. All right, so this right here used to be the foundation of the entire resort. Up there was the retaining wall. It was a pretty decent sized hotel. I'm gonna keep on exploring. These hot springs are rumored to be 104 degrees year round. People came from all over the place to cure ailments such as alcoholism, arthritis, or whatever else. Oh, that is hot. Wow, Sally Mae might have been right. Here's some possible remnants from the old gambling days. Look, there's a palm tree. I wonder if that's what Sarah was talking about. Hang on a second. I think I saw something in here. Oh, no way. You gotta be kidding me. Hello? What? Montana? Yeah, absolutely, I'll be there.